Welcome to the Tank Academy. Today, I'll be showing you how to make the perfect tank in Sprocket. Many factors need to be considered when making a beautiful tank like this. So first, we'll start off with mobility.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
The two things you have to worry about when it comes to the engine is RPM and cylinders. Cylinders being responsible for torque, which is basically how hard your engine rotates the wheels at the cost of RPM. And RPM being responsible for RPM at the cost of torque. Now, if you can't tell already, it is a necessity to balance these out, or else your garbage tank will be nothing of use aside from target practice. When it comes to treads, it's very similar. Your road, sprocket, and idle wheels and treads must not be too big or small, otherwise it will affect the speed and stability of your tank. The rest angle of your suspension is not as important, but still should be looked after. If it's too high, it makes your tank a bigger target, vice versa.
Look at this dude.
Armor is essential for a tank to survive a shot and live another day, but you also have to consider the way you design the tank. Blocky tanks are absolutely putrid and should be sent to hell, while angle tanks are absolutely stunning and glorious. For those who don't know, the more you angle a tank, the better it is at deflecting shells. Here's a demonstration. But angled armor comes at a cost. More angled your armor is, the less weight your tank can hold. So to remedy this problem, angle your armor in areas where the enemy is more likely to hit, like the front and side. This way of angling specific parts of the tank also applies to the armor slide. But again, if you angle your tank properly, you don't have to sacrifice speed and weight for armor that much.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
When making a cannon for your tank, you need a gun that can penetrate decent millimeters of armor, 166 to 199 millimeters. With a reload that doesn't take 100 centuries, most people would instantly think of maxing out the caliber, and it does reward you more penetration and damage at a certain point, but it also abuses your muzzle velocity and reload, and also your accuracy, to the point that by the time you're done reloading, the enemy would have already killed you, or if you're like less than 1 meter away, you still miss your shot. You should instead increase your barrel and base length. The shell length also plays a part in how much your gun can penetrate and damage your opponents. But again, you'll run into another problem. The heavier the gun is, the slower it is at turning and elevating, so try to settle on a gun that doesn't sacrifice too much. Bonus stuff! Oh my god! The shorter this line is, the more balanced your gun is, which means it can be easily moved around by the gun mount. Tank destroyers are more simple to make. This is because with a fixed turret, the weight of the turret merges with the hull, in turn giving you more space for things like a bigger gun or more angled armor. The more space you have for your crew makes them more efficient in battle. You can get yourself a lot of torque by increasing the amount of cylinders in your engine without sacrificing your RPM. But this also comes at the cost of making your tank much more heavier. And you did it, boys. You made it to the end. You are now a famous tank designer. Alright, bye. Take care.